Hello, hello, hello. I am testing stuff and setting things up, making sure that it all works accurately. Give it a second, guys. I probably should have done this first, but there we go. Seems like it's not facing correctly. I'll get to the comments in just 2 seconds. I want to make sure that when I do this switch thing, look at that. So this is all thanks to Becca at Sew Becca. She's also, oops, why is this not working on my chat thing? You could find her channel. Hold on. I shall find it right here and insert it in. There we go, right here. I had to pull up a second device to even do this. So Becca helped me figure this out. That is her channel for those of you that are new to this and don't know. She does boxings and lots of wonderful videos and tutorials, all quilty related, and she's done other little crafts too. So yeah, that's that. That's my friend Becca. So go over to her channel and hit that subscribe button and check her out. So let me scroll back up to the beginning of these comments somewhere. Actually, I think I'll just do it from here because it's probably easier. So this camera, I mean, it's clear quality. It seems like the mic should be good too. I have my external one on, and I'm just sewing in here, so I'll have to turn the computer because my other camera does not work. So I had 2 cameras, but one is not live streaming capable. That's why I couldn't get to work on my last test, I think. And now I know how to do the not screen in a screen thing, which is so much easier because I don't know how to do all that, and I think it's easier this way. Anyways, hi Vicky. Hi, Kim. Scott's not in here. He's laying down taking a nap, and I'm just in here working. And I have to keep my iron from beeping at us, too. We got Kathleen here. Emily is here. Melanie is here. Carolyn is here. Nancy is here. Listening, trying to get out of the house, Kathleen. We got Reen here. Paula is here. Remo is here. Bonnie is here. Ramona is here from Reno, Nevada. Ooh, look at that. It's not very far. I mean, it's not too far. A couple hours. Let's see. Nancy is here. Carol is here. Joe is here. Claire is here. Mary is here. Brenda is here. Yeah, my hair is a disaster today, Brenda. Like, super. I took a shower at like 6 o'clock this morning, and I brushed it out so that it wouldn't be curly, but it still seems to do that weird flippy thing. I'm not used to curly hair. Just not used to it. Let's see. Where am I? Where am I? Kathy is here. Vanessa is here from Texas. Nan is here from Sweden. Where am I at? We got Nadine here from France. Wow, there's quite a few of you from out of the country today. Darlene is here. And let's see, Angel is here. June is here. All right, guys. So this is just me testing stuff, but I'm also working on a side project. I am making a jelly roll race. Like, you guys are going to think I'm super crazy for this, and I actually think I'm super crazy for doing this. But somebody sent me a 12 piece of woven fabrics, and I just had them set over here on a shelf, not thinking, well, you know, what can I do with wovens? What can I do with wovens? Wovens tend to stretch and move and fold funny, and they they don't stay perfectly straight. So I was thinking in my head, and it's a 12-piece of, they were half yard cuts. I thought it was a fat quarter bundle until I opened it. It turned out to be half yard cuts, so bonus. So I'm like, you know, what should I do? I was thinking, well, maybe I'll make them into squares. And I thought, they stretch too much for squares. So I decided to cut them into 2.5-inch strips, because why not? So that was, I got 7 2.5-inch strips by 12 pieces. So that's 84 total 2.5-inch strips that were cut up, and I decided to do a jelly roll race. I just took them together end to end, and this stuff is stretching. It is not staying straight, and it's shredding like crazy. Like I am covered with thread because they're woven, so they come apart really easily. So I'm wondering how this quilt is going to turn out, but it'll be my first boho chic or shabby chic or whatever you want to call it. I think it's more boho than anything. I'm going to turn the computer so that you guys can see. I'm in the ironing stage right now. This stuff is so hard to iron. And it doesn't really smell that good when it's being ironed. For some strange reason, woven fabrics really smell funny when they're heated up. Not, I don't know, it's not like a horrible, horrible smell, but it's definitely funky. Like it's not something I'm used to. But I think I bit off more than I can chew, although it is a jelly roll race. Super easy, but not super easy when you're putting wovens in the mix. So let me lift this up so you guys can see. These are my fabrics, so you can see. Let me just open this so that you guys get a kind of a almost clear picture. So they look like this. They're all different colors. There's some purples and some greens and gray. There was 12 different 12 different colors in all this. But you could also see on the back side, it's shreddy. This stuff is shredding, shredding, shredding. But it's not falling apart once it's together. Once they're sewn together, it's good. But you could see it's just very messy. This is probably the messiest quilt I have ever made. For real. Let me scroll back up. Where was I? Where was I? Hold on. Okay, we got that. I read that. Okay, June. Kathy. All right, we got Miss Ritzy Ritz from London. We got Elaine. Sadie is here from, oh, it's Marcia in California. I guess it pays to read, but I probably won't remember. For all you newbies that have weird names, I probably won't remember your real name versus your YouTube name. Michelle the quilter is here. This shredding stuff is getting up my nose. So if you ever decide to work with wovens and make a quilt with it, just know that it literally gets everywhere, everywhere. All right, Michelle, I said Michelle. Make tote bags with French seams. That's a good idea. Darlene missed Kathy's live. Everyone's asking. Okay. Melissa is here and Zella is here from Michigan. All right. So I'm just going to leave that there and I'll scroll in. So I'm going to turn this. I don't know how well the camera quality is going to be facing that direction, but we're going to do our best. I'm attached to a microphone, but I didn't run it behind, so it's on top of my sweatshirt because I just was really kind of testing, but we're going to see because I need to get another camera. So while I'm over here, I'll just back you up so that you can see what I'm doing while I chit chat with you guys. Bring the chat over here too so that I can see. I got so many cords running everywhere. The only problem with this setup is cords. They're literally running everywhere. So I'm just pressing this, and it's really hard to roll this back. I'd show you, but the computer is not that portable to do this. So I'm just making sure it's all flat as I hook it together. Like most of the time, I don't even finger press a jelly roll race. I literally just put it together. But because these are wovens, I have to press in between every single step. which can kind of be monotonous, honestly, because this is, you know, hundreds and hundreds of feet of it. I could probably, when I put the first original row together, I could probably reach an airplane with it. Let me tell you, that's how much of this stuff there is. There's 84 strips. So, hi, Billy is here from Texas. Shirley is here. The party can start now. I'm here. How funny. Gebel, the Rebel. Let's see, we're cutting Halloween fabrics to show your method making multiple squares. What measurements did I use? The cuts look slanted. It's 1 to 2. 1 to 2. It's 1 inch at the bottom, 2 inches at the top for the Halloween one. It's 1 to 2, 1 to 2, over and over again. I don't know if you guys could see here. There's a nice stack of fabric. I cut all the fabrics out for the giveaway, which will be announced on Sunday. I feel weird with my back turned to you, but honestly, there's nowhere else to put the laptop with everything connected to it. Trying to make sure all these seams are just nicely pressed and this thing stays flat because it really moves. Like really, really moves. Hi, Tracy. First time catching from Canada. Well, welcome. Will Becca be on tonight? She should be. Actually, we didn't talk about that when we were chatting earlier, but I'm pretty sure she will be. It's Friday night. She's got her setup going. So you guys don't forget to go. If you are new, head over to Becca's channel, which I am pasting in the comment section. So you guys could head over to her channel and subscribe and catch the Friday night live on her channel tonight. Yep, she helped me get this live thing situated to where I can just switch the cameras. So when we go over to the sewing machine, you guys will be able to see the incredible work that goes into holding all this together, as well as you can see it from me sewing. And I don't have to say, camera's moving, which will make it a lot easier. And I don't want to do screen and screen. I mean, maybe in the future, but right now I'm going to stick to the simple, easy basics of all this because I definitely don't want to get myself confused at first. I am not technology savvy, you know. I mean, the new computer has Windows 11, which is like brand new, and I didn't even learn how to use Windows 10. So I'm definitely jumping right in and learning new stuff, as well as this for live streaming. These are such pretty fabrics, though. I never used wovens in a quilt, so this will be the test of all quilts. Oh, we got stuff getting stuck over here. It's literally hundreds of feet of this stuff. I'm trying to make it stay nice. All right, let's see. Billy says your picture quality is great. Good, I'm glad. Did you guys see I hung my star quilts in the background so that they're up? This is the picture quality just from the laptop itself, so I think it's pretty good. It's not like perfect. I think my cell phone quality picture is better for live streaming, honestly, but that I have not figured out yet either, how to hook my cell phone up to be mobile, but I will in the future. I'm not worried about it right now. I think So Sundays will be this camera, though, this setup for now. I don't know. We'll see. I have lots more to learn. And I think I need to get another webcam so that way you guys could have a cutting view, a sewing machine view, and a me view. So much of this stuff. Don't know what I was thinking. I mean, they press kind of nicely. They move and wiggle when you're pressing, so you have to hold it straight as you're going. So, I mean, I guess that's the only downside of using wovens for making a quilt. Your minis look really nice on the wall. Yes, I think so. I really just want to fill it with all my mini quilts, but of course they're on every wall. I wanted just one wall of minis. I'm excited. Tiff, what computer did you get? It's an HP. It's, I don't think there's a name. It's just an HP laptop. That's all it's called. It's like 8 GB something, 256 is something else. It has good stuff. i5 core or something like that. Yeah, and then it has IRIS graphics. It's a gaming. It's like a beginner gaming computer. That's what it is. Because that was what was recommended to me by everybody in the streaming community and video editing. Probably would. I don't know. Are you supposed to starch wovens? I don't know that. Honestly, that's my honest opinion. I don't know because I've never made a quilt out of woven. I think it's going to be fine though. Starch or no starch. I think it'll work. Because I'm pressing in between every step instead of just sewing them, which I'd normally do. And I'll be doing this again on the 27th over on Becca's channel with Becca and Stephanie and Ian. So this is just, I guess, my practice, even though I've made plenty of jelly roll race quilts. But this is fun. Something new, something different. Something very not straight. I'm laughing at myself for even starting this, but. And then Scott was like, maybe you should film it. And I'm like, well, I don't want to. And then today I was like, well, I got to test this live streaming stuff, so I might as well just start filming. Not really filming, but test the live streaming, see how good it goes. Wow, there's like shredding everywhere. I don't think starch will stop that. The cuts were accurate, so it should stay nice, mostly. It's just going to take me forever to press all this. I'm not very far, and I just started pressing the second pass on the video, so the first pass I pressed a little bit ago. That smell is just, I don't know, it's a distinct, weird smell. I don't ever work with wovens, so it makes it weird. Let's see. Anybody come in? Maybe starch. I saw that one. Lori says, do you use a serger at all for quilting? I don't own a serger. Be nice to have one, but I don't own one. And it'll probably be a long time before I can get stuff like that. June's talking to Vicky. Darlene's talking to Kim. And I make quilts, pants from my friends. It's canvas and corduroy. It's dust. So much dust from corduroy. Yeah, I made a bag out of corduroy before, and I didn't like it. Well, I will never do that again. This is a lot of being on my feet today, and I was on my feet yesterday quilting. I did not film yesterday's quilting on the long arm because it was simple and basic, and you guys have already seen it in videos before, so I just didn't do it in a video. I did take still shots, which I'll post on my business page, because those are ones I don't have to post on. It's just client quilts. It's not something I made in full. I just quilted it, and it's really simple. I just did a basic meander. It was one of those quilts where the fabric did not tell me what it wanted, and it didn't want me to quilt anything fancy on it because I didn't want to lose what fabric the fabric looks like, if that makes any sense. I didn't want to hide the piecing, so I just did it all over meander so that it doesn't hide the piecing. And then my client came and picked it up yesterday, and I still have to load another one later. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. I don't quilt every single day. It'd be nice to, but I don't. I have a hard time just, you know, getting up and doing anything during the day. I've been so tired lately. I'm still on those sleep meds, and they upped my dose, and now my extreme exhaustion tiredness is an all-day, everyday thing, and it's so annoying. And then I get up so early, and I go to bed so late. It's not very fun. Kim saying her friend made the most adorable gnomes. Ah, where did I go? And a Santa. Hi, Vicky. I bet Kevin the quilter would full starch those. Yeah, probably. Always end up missing the live videos. Very excited to be here. Well, today's a random one, and it's only 11 a.m. Elaine. It's called Stink. Yeah. Let's see. Cavi is here from Illinois. Welcome. I'm going to leave that where it is. I'm almost nearing the end, guys, of this, and then I can put them together and we go over to the sewing machine, and all I have to do is click a button to switch the angle, which is going to be so awesome. All thanks to my friend Becca, who helped me out. So if you guys are new and haven't checked out Sew Becca yet, please do so, because she's awesome. And I'll even put it in the chat. That's Becca's channel. Let's see. I'd like to meet some quilters from this area. Harrisonville is not far away from you guys. She's talking to probably Kim, maybe. Bernie is here. Hello, Bernie. Let's see. Tiff, what milligrams are you on your sleeping pill? 100 milligrams of it. And it's making me still tired all day. He said 3 weeks ago when I went and saw him, he said, oh, that sensation should go away within time of being on the pill. Yeah, right. I still feel tired. I still get things done though, tired or not tired. Still working and quilting and quilting and quilting and more quilting and creating and making videos for you guys, whether I'm tired or not. But you probably see it in my eyes. I am tired. And the cold weather kicking in is not helping whatsoever. For you guys that are joining, this is my newest setup temporarily. I don't know, maybe I'll move things around. I got to get another camera. So right now you guys can just stare at my backside. Although if I wasn't talking, my pressing would be done by now. You guys want to know what's really cool about having a super long extended ironing board? I can iron more inches than I could on a smaller ironing board. Get it done twice as fast. Big plus to having a big ironing board. And if you are new to my channel, I do have a video on how we put this together. It's not like a 100% good video. It's one of my older videos, but it's the general idea of what we did to make me a huge ironing board. All right, one more pass of iron. Woohoo! And then I got to find the other end and put it together with this end. All right. So I'm going to find the start somewhere. And what really helps with this, I'm going to show you guys as I get through this and find it, is, give me 2 seconds, it's in here somewhere. Trying to keep everything nice and straight for the next step. So I'm probably not even in the screen. Oh, I'm down there in the corner. All right, we're almost to the beginning. I'm like running it through my fingers so that it stays straight. I'm going to take this end and I'm going to meet it up with this end right here. And then I'm going to hang this off right here enough. And then I'm just going to straighten all this out on top of itself. I'll line it up when I get to the ironing board, but I mean to the sewing machine. Now I'm just going to grab the ends, keeping everything flat like this, and I'm stacking it on itself like as an accordion style, keeping it all flat, just like this. And then I'm going to stick it on my lap and start sewing. God, this could be some weird, I almost said a bad word, weird quilt. This could be weird. It's definitely different. Not something I've ever made before. And I'll get to the comments in a second, guys. Just let me flatten this out and we'll put the other camera angle on at the sewing machine. Still going. Trying to keep it all flat. And probably, you guys can kind of see over here in the corner what I'm doing. Just keeping it all super flat to where I get to the end, and it should not be tangled because I picked it all up super flat. So you can see here's my end. Nothing's tangled. I'm going to take this whole entire thing, turn it upside down, and take it over to start sewing in my lap like this. All right, so let's turn you guys back this way. All right, let's see what the comments say. And then we're going to switch to the sewing view, and I'm just going to zoom through the sewing. Let's see. Hold on, hold on. Where was I? Where was I? I hate when this goes fast. Okay, I entered Becca's thing. Let's see. Lane, Facebook. Okay, you guys are making friends. That's a cool thing. Make friends. Definitely encouraged. We got Liz from the UK at 6:30 p.m. there. Lisa is here. Joyce is here. Everyone's saying hi and talking to each other, which I encourage you guys to do, especially when I'm not paying attention to the chat, because it's just me today and not Scott. Let's see. Nan was tired when thyroid was low and got medicine and it was too much. I was tired again. Now the right dose and I can do so many things that I haven't been able to do in years. That's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to get the right dose. We got Judy here. My computer doesn't like to write English, Nan said. Mary's here. Where's Iron Man? You need him? Yeah, he's laying down for a nap. You're a little fuzzy. Oh, is it fuzzing out? I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. Mary. All right. I'm going to going to stop it to where it doesn't move, and we're going to take this to the machine. Sewing machine right there. There you guys go. I could try to back it up some. Let's see. Just slightly so you can see more of the fabric as I sew. There we go. That might be a good enough angle. All right, whole entire pile. This is it going onto my lap, except for that top piece. So it should just like accordion fold off of my lap. And I'm going to reline it up, and you can see this stuff is shredding. It is like all over the place. And then I'm just going to try to keep it nice and flat, the whole entire length of it, and also try to keep the 1/4 inch seam. And just to have to keep aligning it because it's woven fabric and it doesn't really like, not like cotton. It definitely moves around a lot. Hi, Ava. Hi, Practically Creative. I'm making a jelly roll race out of woven fabric. I know, quite bold, right? I think I have a screw loose in my head telling me it was okay to do this while making quite the mess. Let's see. Linda's here. Hello. Arlene from Long Island. Hello. Welcome. Miss Becca is great. Love watching her. Yes, she is. Like I said, if you guys don't mind, head over to her channel, check it out, subscribe. You guys are going to love her. She'll be on tonight. It's Friday night. I'm pretty sure she will because she has her little temporary sewing space set up, and she's pretty sure we'll be live at, I think it's 8 p.m. What is it called? The word for it? Eastern time. Whatever time that is. My phone is not going to stay nice. Let's see. Liz always watches. Oops, we got to turn that iron off real quick. Hold on. There we go. Or else it's going to keep beeping at me. Where was I? The woven from So Yeah. Glad to see someone using it. Yes, this is woven from So Yeah. Yep. You can see this stuff is just like sticking to everything. Coming undone. But just know if you did purchase some, I think it's best if you cut it up into strips like this, because if I would have cut this into squares, I really think that squares would have stretched more and would have not stayed straight. And I didn't want to use interfacing. I wanted it to be floppy. So you can see I have to keep adjusting it because it like doesn't want to stay nice. Let's see. Where am I at? Is woven the same as homespun? I have no idea because I don't actually dabble into these kind of fabrics. I usually only use quilting cotton. So I'm not 100% sure, Linda, if it's the same thing. Someone else here probably knows because they've sewn clothing maybe or something. Christina's here from Texas. Welcome. Sadie says, are you going to zigzag the edges before you quilt it? No, I was just going to throw it on the long arm and quilt. I was going to choose something for the back, just something funky, and just load it and quilt it. I'll have to put my spoon foot on though, because I think anything else would probably get stuck on the woven. I don't know. Darlene had an MRI yesterday. Hopefully that went good. Nancy says, Tiff found a way to keep my 4th-inch seam guide from my walking foot. Let's see. Joyce, for the first time, ordered a pie from grandniece's fundraiser for dance. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. Want fabric. Can't mentally see it as anything but towels, but I'm really interested in seeing other applications. I mean, this is pretty fabric, but it's definitely totally different for making quilts. It's not that normal, you know. It takes a bit to keep it fully adjusted. And maybe if I did have a serger, it would probably go nicer, because then I can just serge the seams, you know. Is the camera good enough for you guys? I mean, I don't know. I thought it was good, but I think it shakes a little right here. I might have to change to a different hook. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's see. Arlene says, sorry I'm late. Yes, I did subscribe, so I caught you live. Awesome. Hi, Heather. Joyce says, yes, I don't want any leftover pie at my house. How funny. Let's see. Thank you, Kim, for the thumbs up reminder. Mine has a guide that came with it that removes. Oh, okay, for the foot. Hi, Carissa. Here, I'm going to try something real quick while you guys are on here, because I think that this camera is moving way, way, way too much. We're going to try something real quick. I'm not sure this is going to work. Okay, so I'm going to switch you back to the front-facing camera for a second so you guys don't get busy while I move this around. We're going to put you here. I'm going to move this here. And I'm going to disconnect you and run the cable here. Oh, it's not going to bend that far. Let's see. We're going to see how this setup is. Maybe if it looks better. I have to adjust it now. You see that better? Right there. I don't want it to shake. It seems like it was too shaky for me, guys, for my liking. Right there. That looks pretty clear. All right, let's see how this one goes. Put this all back on my lap. Okay. Let's see. Good camera angle. It doesn't seem to be shaking. It looked like it was shaking from my angle, so I just switched you guys to this one. Maybe this angle will be better. On Liz. Okay, she is talking to someone else. Nancy's, and I guess I'll look through my arm. The Chili Roll Race on a serger with the regular quilting cottons. I didn't like how the seams were bulkier when I was quilting it. Yeah, that's true too. If you could zoom out a bit, it would be great. You sew very fast. I can't zoom. This camera doesn't zoom out. I can just move you back. That's it. Hold on 2 seconds. Gotta adjust. Right there. That's as far back as I can go without it being too different. Right. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the lens. It's just a webcam. That's all it is. So right there, that looks good. Okay, looks good to the belly. Tracy just realized it's not the first time I caught you live. Caught you live last Sunday because I entered your giveaway and I remembered mentioning it. My mammogram I had last Wednesday and it wasn't bad. Oh, okay. That's a good view of your sewing. I like the camera. I just noticed a blur with the speed of yours. It's a little bright. Well, those things I'll get figured out the more I do this, I guess. I might have to just get all new cameras. I'm not sure. And I'm not going to buy fancy cameras. I think I'm just going to go with some webcams because I only do this once a week, you know, technically, my live streaming for my Sew Sunday. Any other time, it's just random. So yes, I do sew fast, though. For those that are new to my channel and didn't know, I always sew fast. I don't know how to not sew fast. I just do. Ooh, I am air sewing. Put a new bobbin in here. Ah, darn. I need to roll a bobbin. You guys see all that dust and dirt in there? Oh, no, you can't. I thought you could. All right, let me roll this bobbin and a second one real quick. So I guess I'll put you back on the front facing cam while this goes on. Although the front facing cam, you're going to see the other one, but I kind of can't control that. Let's see, where was I? It's a little bright. I saw that. I like the other angle better. Is there a chance that the seams will come undone when it's washed? They shouldn't come undone at all. I am sewing with a 2.1 stitch length, so it should stay good the whole entire, because I'm going to be quilting it on the long arm as well. I don't know how I'm going to quilt it, but I will be quilting it on the long arm. I don't think they'll come undone. They're pretty tight. I mean, they didn't fall apart while I was pressing them. It's just against the edges they are. But if it does, it's just going to be for here, my house anyway. It's just me seeing what happens. So this is just a me quilt. That's the end of that spool. I wasn't paying attention, guys. The end of the spool. Ah, it got stuck. I need to get another spool of thread. I also need to wind this because my thread is stuck in the bobbin area. There we go. All right, let me get another spool of thread now. All these things I have to do. I wouldn't normally do on camera. Oh, please tell me I have more white. I do not. I do not have no more white. Oh no. I guess we're switching to off white. All right. Nobody ever said that you had to have the same two colors on top and in your bobbin. So it's white in the bobbin, off white on the tip. So is anybody sewing today or making anything? Like, you know, anything sewing related or craft related. I'll get to the comments in a second to see if I can find it. Yes, it gets really dusty down in there. Unfortunately, I clean it out sometimes. I'm a lazy quilter, you know. I do take care of my machine and I clean it all the time, but I don't always clean the bobbin area out until I go to clean my machine. Oh, you guys want to learn something I finally learned? Here, I'm going to move that aside. We're going to switch the camera angle so that you can see what I have learned. Okay, you can see, here's my thread. Ah, sorry if I cuss. I don't mean to. No, it's not going. Come on. I learned it, and I'm all trying to show off that I learned it, and it's not working. Oh, that's so funny. This whole entire time, I've never been able to use this thing, and then I finally used it. Come on, come on, get through the hole. I finally use it, and look, it worked. I just threaded with my needle threader. You guys know how long that actually took me to learn? I've had this machine for like 5 years now, and I'm just barely learning how to do that. Did I, oh, that's why. I had the thing still for the bobbin. Okay, let's see, where was I? Lights are too bright. You know, I've solved this before for you guys by doing this right here. Back when I used to sew in my bedroom, I had to do this. Is that better? I can see what I'm doing, so I just use Post-it notes, and I just cover my light with it. So for anybody that thinks it's blinding, it shouldn't be now. Should be good. Okay, like the other angle better. We're going to see anyway if this one works good. Cameras are fine. Hi, D-Mac. Watching you quilting. You explain. Great. Keep up great teaching. Have a blessed day. Oh, thank you. Bad Tiffany does. Okay, I saw that one. Olivia is here. Thank you for sharing. I love what I'm seeing. This video helped. He was just wondering with the weave of the fabric. Diane says, so on Sunday, I sat and sewed with you. It reminded me of me and my mom. It warmed my heart. My mom passed in 2018, and I miss her daily. She taught me how to sew. You're helping me to quilt. Aw, thank you, Diane. And sorry about your mama. That's not very long ago. Okay, you guys are subscribing to Becca. Thank you. She will really appreciate it. And there's her channel again. Oh my goodness, where did it go? I hate that this chat when I'm working by myself, I don't see where I am. And I have to find it again. Where was it? Cameras, fine. Did I see that? Oh my gosh, you guys have been really talking a while. I like the camera. Just noticed a blur with the speed. It's a little bright. I'm going to try to catch up real quick. Is there a chance that the seams will come undone when washed? No, I think I saw that. Great teaching. I saw that one. Okay, I just read that. Here we go. The good angle is good. Don't get dizzy from your awesome speed sewing. Tracy says the camera is fine, good and clear. With being big so close to your machine, the light on your machine is bright. Okay, so that's solved now. Joyce is just saying her mom passed also in 2018. Sorry for your loss. It's a full moon. I blame that. Emily, as long as I'm not pressed open, it should be fine. Pressing one side should contain the vintage quilts are of woven, and a lot of those have lasted. Yes, I've seen that too. That's kind of why I thought, well, I could just make a quilt out of this instead of like a skirt or something, because that was my first option. Full moon Friday, I'm staying home. Ramona says you could use gray. It seems to blend with any color. Speaking of full moons, did anyone see the lunar eclipse last night? I actually missed that, Practically Creative. This morning, though, when I got up, the moon was so bright at like 6 a.m. It was so bright and so full. I always wake up around 2 a.m., so I thought I'd see it. I wanted to see it, though. I definitely wanted to stay awake for it, but I went to sleep pretty early, 2, and then got up at 6. And then I tried to sleep more, but that didn't work. Kids just got home from school for Heather. It was an early release for Thanksgiving break. Oh, that's cool. Hand buying, Gebel the Rebels hand binding 9-patch quilt. Dan just finished t-shirt quilt and mailed it to her friend's daughter and from New Jersey to Hawaii. Whoa, that's a long travel for a quilt. Practically Creative cleans it out sometimes. Yeah, I clean mine out sometimes. I'll be working on Clue 10 of the Cotton Cuts. That's Joyce. Debbie says, hi all. Hi, Debbie. Joe says, tackling my first quilt as you go. Oh, that's fun. Melanie's watching while working. Laura is working on the last 20 Christmas table toppers. 20 Christmas table toppers? Oh my goodness, Laura. That is a lot of table toppers. Oh my goodness. I know what everyone's getting for Christmas. Let's see, where was I? Let's see, Lisa just finished a lap quilt, cleaning sewing space and cutting fabric for a table runner. Couple of Rebel says you learned to use the auto threader. Yes, but it doesn't work every time for me. But at least I finally learned it after all these years. Can't get the threader to work either. Yeah, Joyce, it took me 5 years to finally learn it. Everybody they were teasing me because I never learned it. Well, I finally did. And now it doesn't work every time. Hi, Cherie. Tracy says switching back and forth between a cross stitch project for her daughter and a quilt for her great nephew. Heather says probably never figure that out. Yeah, it took too long. And I can't do it on like constantly. Like if it comes unthreaded while I'm sewing, for some reason I just can't do it. It has to be nothing underneath the needle, to do it for me, because I still am new to my needle threader. It's funny though. Hi, Melanie. I do that a lot, Melanie. Let's see. By the way, I finished late and not thinking through in the wash and dryer, and 3 out of 9 photos that I incorporated vanished. Aw, the others went black and white. How weird. I'm trying to watch these threads because you guys can see all this woven stuff. It is really getting stuck. Mine only works every 50th time for Mary. That's funny. I'm working on a quilt for my mother-in-law for Christmas. It's slow progress for me. I am a new quilter. Well, that's awesome, Eva, that you're taking on a Christmas gift as a new quilter. Take your time. It'll get done slowly but surely. June. Hello, June. Nan says, great transition from camera 1 to camera 2. Yes, I don't know how to, that's one thing I didn't ask because I saw that it does that weird thing. So I have to ask Becca how to stop that or add it better. Or I don't know, whatever. Maybe I'll just leave it because it's no big deal. I'm learning. Let's see. Better. Got my daughter Christmas jelly roll from So Yeah, so I'm making a jelly roll quilt. That's all I'm doing. Pretty much is a jelly roll quilt. Let's see. Hi, G. I didn't shrink binding, but did think that washed out the colors of the fabric through. Tony said, so glad you have new cameras. You're doing great. Actually, these are not new cameras. So you guys, if you didn't know, my old computer was never able to run this program. My old computer kind of sucks. So this new computer, sorry about the wiggling, guys. This new computer is able, it's a gaming computer, so you can use multiple cameras and do multiple things, at least for beginners. So my old one didn't have the capacity. It could run each camera individually, but I never knew how to run the program. So now that I know how to run the program, I don't have to do them separately, but I do need to get more cameras because I want one on the sewing machine, one facing me that doesn't see all these other angles, and then one facing the cutting area for when I teach. So, especially when I teach on a live stream. So, sooner or later, I'll learn that stuff. Becca walked me through the basics. And if you guys don't know who Sew Becca is, I just put a link to her channel in the description. I mean, not in the description, in the chat. So, definitely head over there, subscribe. She'll be on tonight for her Friday night live. And so if you're new, check her out. She's a load of fun and laughter. And I did it again where my seam allowance got tiny. I'm trying to watch my seam allowance with this, guys, because I'm still doing a 1/4 inch seam. Except where I joined them. I actually joined them I left the selvages on when I joined them because I didn't want that to fall apart. So that's just a FYI if you wanted to know for making something like this. I just left the selvages. I didn't want the weave on the woven part of the fabrics to come undone in any way. So I actually left all that together. I mean, it's folded down nicely. It's not going to get in my way or anything. Where in the heck? I hate that this is scrolling like it is. Okay, I saw that one. Her request. Okay, DMAX says getting a new finish the quilt for 7-year-old granddaughter. Her request too cute. Then skirt for her birthday. Have a great day, Tiffany. God bless all. Thank you for joining. Linda's working on the Hunter Star. Started after my tutorial. Awesome, Linda. It's a very easy way to do the Hunter Star, and it's very dramatic results. Chris is trying to finish a free motion quilt wall hanging, but she's freezing under quilts and the dog to get warm. The machine is in front of a super drafty window. Oh, you should move your machine now. Tracy, just subscribe to everyone you recommended and not disappointed at all. Seeing a lot of great sewing. Awesome, Tracy. You guys will not be disappointed. Boots and Bounty Homestead. Hey, Tiff. Hi. Welcome. Let's see. Kim finished the memory quilt for her aunt. I got to figure out how to, like, keep this from floating away on me. I don't. Let's see. Let's put this here so I can see. Finished t-shirt, denim, back. Get it back to her. Billy says should not fray with the short stitches you're using. Once quilted, no one will know. Yeah, nobody will ever see it anyway, except for me. So if the darn thing falls apart, only I will know. Let's see. Chris, I got the quilt over my head practically. Oh, it's funny. Let's see. Boots and Bounty off to next week. Time to start on t-shirt quilts for Christmas. Memory bears, ornaments, and pillows. Woof, that's a lot of stuff to do. You guys would be surprised. I am not making anything for anyone for Christmas. Because I have to make, I got my grandma's quilt that I need to do, the t-shirt memory quilt. And I'm going to be trying to do that one in a video. And then I have another memory quilt coming in from a new client. That's all baby clothes. So I have to, once that comes in, that's right after Thanksgiving. So, and then I have my long arm jobs that I still have to do as well. So I definitely am not making anything for anyone this year. Let's see. They're going to be a busy booth. Okay, let's see. I'm an absolute amateur painter, but I keep one of the brushes close to my Juki to clean the dust. You know, and I had one and I don't know where it went. I think it fell behind something and I haven't found it since. All right, I'm coming to the end now, finally. If I can get these stupid things to stop getting stuck under my presser foot. All right, so here we're coming to the end. And with any jelly roll race, it's exactly the same. Here's the end. Get you a little closer. So here's the end of it. I'm just literally going to take the scissors and cut down this, because when I finally finish this whole thing, you know, it's just going to get trimmed down anyway. So now I don't want to really press this at this point. I kind of just want to find the other end and put them together. This might take a second, so let me switch the camera. I'm just going to stick this. Oh, if I stick it over the microphone, that won't be good. And I'm going to open this onto my lap and find the other end. I think from now I don't need to press. I think if I just start sewing, then I could just press at the end now. I think the first 2 rounds was good. Been stressed that Linda said just got here. I love the close-up view. I just got a magnetic seam guide like yours, Tiffany, and love it. It's so strong and magnetized. It does not move at all. No, it doesn't. It's very good. I love the magnet. Just don't put the magnet on your computer. If you have like a computerized machine, don't ever stick it on the screen. That's stupid and very self-explanatory. And don't, if you have a magnetic thing, don't ever stick it in the top area, because that's where all the computerized stuff is, on the side and the top. It is not down in the mechanics area. So you guys are good using, and even text, sewing machine text, they say it's perfectly fine to use a magnetic seam guide. I mean, some feet, some sewing feet actually have a magnet, a special guide that's not a magnet built onto them. So, oh, I'm just putting this all on my lap, by the way. Joyce says, proud of me for using, can I have a cold water, please? Joyce says she's proud of me for using my threader. Not really. Okay. Let's see. Jill, hi there. Just joining in, working on a quilted pillow top for Christmas gift. Awesome and welcome. Carissa's got a whole pile of quilts that are prepared for quilting and Christmas. Been there for months. Practically, I've used the auto threader. Make sure you lower and raise the needle to its highest position. Then put your presser foot down. I'm on camera. It's on live.
On live what?
Live streaming on YouTube.
Oh, and I can't read comments for you?
You can if you want to. Make sure the pull before. I told you I was going live before you laid down.
I haven't laid down yet. I told you just now I'm going to lay down.
Oh, I thought you were. Pull down the threader and then catch the plastic parts. Found Becca last night. She was making a jelly roll quilt also. Cat keeps climbing into the quilt, making it difficult to do binding. That would be difficult. Bye, Nan. See you next time. I'll be on Sunday at 5 p.m. Arizona time. Everyone's saying bye. G is finishing up some marked bags, making a pattern. Kathy's back. Went to the elevator. It's not working. Had to cancel appointment with doctor. Ooh, that's not good. Joyce has to go for a meeting for work. Can't wait to retire. Yeah. Let's see. Since I'm not going to tie them, I can't afford a long arm person. That's Vicky. You guys are talking through. Let's see. Mary's gone through 3 machines trying to sew t-shirt material. I give up. Don't give up. There's got to be something that'll do it. Let's see. Homestead Barrett Mary. Do you have a walking foot? Let's see. Michelle. Yes, walking foot for t-shirt quilts. That'll work. Didn't realize I needed to run the machine. So too. Let's see. I have 2 quilts to finish up from G. Jump back in, then finish some store bags. Mary is walking foot, still in package, afraid to try a new machine. Let's see. He walked in and out, guys, but I'll tell him you all said hi. All right, let's set that there. I'm going to stick this end now on this end in hopes that it'll feed nicely through. But first I'm going to take a drink of water and then I'll turn the other camera back on. All right. Hi, Crystal. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Let's go back to the other camera at the click of a button. All right, so now they're both aligned. I'm just pulling from my lap, and I'm just going to line these back up now and start sewing these through. And I'm just going to hold it, adjust it, keep it flat. It's like all on my lap, so it's keeping me warm. Although it's not very cold in here right now. That's why I rolled up my sleeves. Trying to keep them aligned. It's actually kind of hard the bigger it gets. Sorry guys, gotta adjust it a little. Let's see, Vicky's doctor is changing some of her meds. I think it's muscles doing this because the MRI came back good. Oh, instead of bone or something? And no, I'm not using my knee lift today because all this stuff is on my lap, stopping me from using the knee lift. So I have to do this all manually now with my hand. I think this green version, I think, is the one that's falling apart the most. And shredding. This is the most weirdest thing I've ever done, using wovens for this. This is making the biggest mess of all quilts. Oh, actually, I can't say that because pinked edges on jelly rolls are very messy. I think this is just as messy, but more stringier, if that makes any sense. Can something be stringier? Can in my world, I guess. All right. I don't know how many passes I'm going to get. This is supposed to be pretty big, using 2 jelly rolls worth. Hi, Judy. All right, getting close to the end of this pass. And I think it'll be one more pass, and then it should be good. Like, once I put these two ends together, I think that'll be plenty big. We'll see. It might be long and skinny. I don't know. We'll see when I'm done. Anyways, I didn't really think I was going to be showing you guys this quilt anyway, because it was just an experiment. So look at that. You're privy to my insiderness, showing everything I'm doing on days that I just want to sew. All right, coming up to the end again. And then I'm going to cut it and then hook the next two ends. Okay, I'm going to leave it like right here so you guys can see. It's really long now, so it goes all the way to here. So I'm going to split this nicely as best as I can in half. Back stitched it. Now I'm going to open this up and I'm going to carefully again put this on my lap. Let's see. Darlene says tired of doctors and appointments, waiting for an ultrasound to get an appointment. Doc's called today. We're going to put you guys back on my front side. Margaret wanted to say thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Well, thank you for being here. That's it so far. Nobody said anything else. Again, for all those newbies, here is my friend Sew Becca's channel. Check it out. Should be on tonight. I'm just going to leave that there. So what I'm going to do now is open this up like this. From on camera, this kind of looks ugly. I'm making an ugly quilt. And now, oops, I'm going to just spread this open onto my lap. Actually, it might take 2 more passes. We're going to see. We're going to see. It's going to be an awkward size. I have a feeling it's going to be an awkward size. All right, here we go. Now a nice big section. I'm just going to get it started and then I'll switch the camera because it's kind of oversized now. All right. I might have to scoop myself over and I might have to scoop this over too, even further. So let's see where it's landed now. Oh yeah, definitely moved. There we go. I had to put you guys further back because, or else this is going to keep hitting the camera. Hi, Peggy. Let's see. Carissa says dog needs bigger. She's only warming up a small spot, laying on my back. How funny. They're asking what kind of dog. Went to the doctor 2 days ago. Had blood work done. Have appointments. 3 other doctors. Drew blood again yesterday. Doc was worried I have clot in my lung. Ooh, not good. All right, here we go. All right. I'm not sure how long this is going to. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to do another pass. I'm going to have to look in between this pass. It doesn't seem. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it is 2 jelly rolls worth. This fabric is also a very shreddy one. This one that's right here definitely likes to come apart really easily. Definitely, the bigger it gets, the harder it is to line them up. Can't just run it through my fingers like I usually do. Oops, that seam did not go flat, but I don't care. I'm going to leave it because, again, it's my quilt. my rules. And sorry, my hair just rubbed in my eyeball, and now it made my eyeball itch. I had to scratch my eye. No answer. Says I'm hypotic. Oh. Oh, Bugs, Relatively Creative says her chihuahua is too big to be a lap dog. My cat is not a lap cat. But he likes to lay where we are laying, like on the floor or something in the room or at the end of the bed. So definitely won't have him to keep warm throughout the winter. But I do have a ton of quilts, and this will be another one to add to my pile of I have a ton of quilts. So you guys could see coming up is a seam that didn't, just, it's the inside of my quilt. I don't care. See how it flipped, but some of it sewed and some of it didn't. It's laying flat. I don't care. As long as it's laying flat, it's no big deal. I'm trying to keep the most of these seams flat though. Oh, I'm coming up on the other end again, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do another. This might have to be an up and down quilt, not side to side. Okay. And just remember, I have not pressed this either. That is 100, well, not 100%, not straight, but I'm going to straighten this out so that I can cut this as straight as possible. And if I'm hitting the camera, I'm very sorry. All right. A nice straight line. Just using my scissors across this. You guys can't see that, but all right. I'll finish this up and I'm going to see how big it is. All right, let's switch you guys back to the Face Me camera. Let's see, your hair is growing fast. Yeah, and it's constantly in my face because the bangs aren't long enough to tuck completely behind my ears yet. So it's definitely always in my face. Peggy says, finally catch a live. Love your videos. Well, thank you. Cody, she's talking about her dog. Talking about dogs. Looks like it'll be great. Cuddling quilt. Yes, it will be. Hopefully. Our kitty is very cuddly, sleeps in bed with us, even covers under the covers. That's funny. Wait, Tiff, you said rules. There are rules in quilting. Yeah, there are. Maybe not for me. Let's see. Eva said, Tiff, have you ever made quellos? I'm thinking of making some for Christmas next year. Presents. I have made a quillo, not the quilt that folds into itself, but a quilted pillow, which I still call a quello. Yeah. So, all right, what I'm going to do is place you guys over here. I'm going to move this camera now. And I'm actually hoping that it stays sort of whatever. I'm going to grab this quilt over to here. And I'm going to turn you guys facing the dirty side of my room. There we go, right there. All right. Let's see. Do I need to sew more or can I leave it this size? Oh yeah, it's definitely long and skinny. It's not like, let's see. Yeah, I could just do it one more time maybe because it's a very awkward size. Sorry if I rubbed against the microphone. Let's see, how long and wide would it be if I did it one more time? This is one of those things, you know, where you have to make that decision. Because right now, this is its length folded in half. So I'm going to place this down right here. This is way too long. Oh, and I'm tripping on cords. I told you I guys have a ton of cords everywhere. All right. So 100 and that's 110, 11. It's like 111 long at the current size. But if I was to do one more pass and just cut this, then it would be probably even longer. So its width right now is 63 and a half. 63 and a half times 2. Yeah, that's way long. No way. I'm not doing that. I'm not cutting it again, guys. It's going to be just a long quilt. So here's 1/2 of my boho style quilt. And then I'm going to turn it around because I have it folded in half. Here is the other side. Now I could chop the whole thing in half and have 2 lap quilts that are 64 by whatever. How big did I say that was? 64 by 55. 55 by 64. No, 56 by 64. That's how big they would be. Actually, I probably should just do that and have 2 matching lap quilts because that's pretty big. I mean, it's still in half. If it was a quilt, it covers me. Can you hear me? It covers me. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to chop it in half later and make 2 quilts out of it instead of one really long one, because that's a lot of fabric, is one really long one. So I'll chop that later. But it's holding pretty good. I just need to press it, you know, the pieces once I cut them in half and have 2 quilts out of it. All right, so there's my, that's what the fabrics look like up close. I don't know how clear this is for you guys. Here's the other side. I think they look kind of clear. On my screen, it doesn't look clear, but all right. Let's go back over here without tripping on anything. Yep, I'm definitely going to chop that in half and get 2 quilts out of it, 2 matching quilts. Because it was an equal amount of strips from everything, so. All right. Lisa misses having fur babies, but she does have grand dogs. I know, but I can't do my job and wear oxygen. So I said no since I'm there 80% of my life. Chris, do you trust it's your job to take care of you when you pass out? Exactly. Go see the doctor. Get fixed. Kathy misses having a dog. She's asking for 3 parakeets, blue, white, and green, but don't know if anyone wants to buy them for her. It's the right size. Let's see. Olivia's first time, or I am seeing my first blanket, seeing you sewing, giving me hope that I can finish with a small quilt. Krista says there's only 2 of us, so no one. Well, then that means there's no one to take the job if something happens to you. So get checked out, or else there'll be no one for the job. They will have nobody there. Let's see, and the other person will get worked just as much as you, overworked. Cut a hunk off of it and make it into a long pillow, like a purse, light to carry. Years ago, that fit over the shoulder. Yes, on the truck. So let's see. Make it into 2 lap quilts. Exactly. That's what I'm going to do. Really pretty. My husband would think it's just the right size. Yeah, for tall people, it would be just the right size. It's definitely tall. The 2 jelly roll thing always turns out super tall. It's best to just make 1 jelly roll race and then put some borders around it if you want it bigger. Hi, Chris from New Forest, England. Love being with you and learning. Well, thank you. Welcome. Linda says, first time live with you and watched a lot. Well, welcome, Linda, and I'm glad. Emily says you can make the front and back of the same. Yeah, it could be exactly that. I have to add something to catch it on long arm though, so I'd have to put like a border of some like crap fabric, crappy, yucky fabric around the edge so that it can catch on to the long arm to load. Or I could just fold it, fold it right sides together, put some batting in the middle, sew all the way around, leave an opening, flip it right side out, and just have like a completely sealed, and one edge would be completely sealed. I could do that as well, and then just quilt it by machine. Um, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It's as far as I want to go with it, other than chopping it in half now. Eva loves the colors. Really turned out nice. It's definitely different. Definitely different. Boho. That's what it is. It's a boho quilt. Let's see. Just about make a lap for Eric. Yes, he's so tall. Everyone's saying make 2 quilts. Let's see. Will you cut before you quilt it or quilt it before you cut it? Not sure. Maybe I could probably quilt it and then cut it in half and then bind 2 different quilts. We'll see. Melanie said, thank you for the company today. Well, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for saying that, Tiff. Let's see, 64 hours of vacation, just time that I lost. Ugh. Vivian's here. Hi, Vivian. Margaret says, how do you finish your quilts on a long arm? I have tons of videos if you're curious. Let's see. I did go to the doctor, Tiffany. That's why I know about I meant like so that you can get fixed instead of going to work. You know what I'm saying, Carissa. All right, guys. One last time, I'm going to pop in for those that haven't subscribed yet. Subscribe over to my friend Becca. She's very generous with her time today and helped me figure this out. Mostly, I mean, the basics of using this program and being able to switch you guys between a secondary camera. And I will soon, when I get a chance, get another webcam that's newer for doing this kind of stuff. And then whatever from there. So hopefully, Sundays you guys will have a machine view, a me view, and a cutting table view for teaching. So hopefully I'll be able to figure that out. All right, so I'm going to get off of here. I sewed it together. I have myself a nice boho thing, and I kind of like the idea of putting it right sides together, throwing some batting in it, and then flipping it out. I kind of like that idea, sewing all the way around and flipping it out instead of quilting it on the long arm. I mean, because it is just a throw, and having a 2-sided quilt, that might actually be a good thing. Or I can make 2 quilts. Depends. If I do 2, I can give 1 to each of my daughters, maybe. There you go, Christmas presents. Even though I said I wasn't sewing for Christmas stuff this year. Let's see. All right, well, that's it, guys. I really want to thank you all for hanging out on my impromptu live of trying to get this stuff situated. I'm going to go, and if you guys have a chance later tonight, I think 8 p.m. Eastern time. I always get the times messed up, especially now that it's changed. Don't forget to go check out tonight on Sew Becca. She will be live, and I have no idea what she's sewing tonight because I forgot to ask when we were talking earlier. But, subscribe to her channel, and when you get the notification, then you'll see. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you. Lots of love, and now I got to figure out how to turn this off because that's something she didn't tell me. It's somewhere right here.